Thank you very much, here. Okay, one thing I'm going to about perseverance, also patience, and I know a lot of time, in other places, that you can test as soon as the alarm goes off, your time's up, you test right here, but he's been very patient. He always helps out in the school a lot. A lot of things that you see that that was done. Mr. Oliver and Mr. Palachek are the two guys who are really handy. Mr. Palachek built that thing for the balls right there, the thing for the medicine balls over here. So he does a lot of handy work around the school. And the best part about it is that sometimes I only have to ask, because, how did that happen? It's fixed, He just automatically does it. Proactive. That's a sign of leadership, when someone does something without even asking. And that's what we wish we had more of these days, more leaders, self-starters, people who are more proactive than reactive, and he does show that skill from there. So hopefully everybody, everybody knows that different instructors bring different things to the table. But even though I don't say it often, enough, I can say thank you for all he does to our school here, and I notice what he does here. So just tell you right now, personally, for everybody, I do know that you work hard for us, in Boca ATA. Okay, really hard worker, really good supporter of the second grade group here. I don't know if they're going to be disappointed or sad that you're leaving the second grade group. This is for you're happy that you're leaving, but it's a really good promotion for a year. So before you do this, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank a lot of people. It has to start with Master Nelson and Mr. Oliver for teaching me my form. 2.5 years, I think, I've been at this one. And I got to thank Laura, my wife. It's really weird how your life moves along. 10 years ago, I didn't expect anything about where my life is today. I lived on the West Coast. I was single. I wasn't in the career I'm in. I had never traveled. And 10 years later, I live on the East Coast. I've been with Laura for 10 years. My son is 10 years gone from high school. I've got 8 years doing this program. And it goes by really, really quick. And I really appreciate what you guys have taught me, and I look forward to what I'm going to learn in the future. And Laura supports me in everything except the sparring. When it comes to the sparring, she's like, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And I'm like, but look, I'm going to go do this man thing and go, and go lock horns with other men, bigger than me and battle, And she's like, I don't have nothing to do with that. And I'd ask Larry to watch, but Larry's on the other side of the ring. The guy I'm going to go against, trying to get his wife to look at him and say, hey, look, I'm going to go bang hits with other guys bigger than me. And she's like, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So. Other than that, she supports me. She said she'll take me to the hospital and everything, and she puts up with my, the things like I come here on a Saturday and Sunday, and she comes and helps me put together like the shoebox and things like that, and seal up the ceiling. And it is just something that we do because this school and this program is something bigger than me, and it's bigger than you, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it. And there are a lot of opportunities that I get because of you guys giving me the chance to be an instructor with you as a group. I appreciate you bringing me in and letting me in on that. And there are challenges beyond just learning the next move of my form or trying to learn it well. As an instructor, there's like trying to, I know a lot of things. I got degrees and I got education and experience, but you try to teach two 3-year-olds, a horde of 3-year-olds, to do the same move at the same time in the same direction, that skill and talent that I still don't have after 57 years. And Master makes it look easy, and so does Mr. Oliver and many of the other instructors. But that's a skill that I'm still trying to learn. But I look forward to coming here and doing that kind of stuff. And the last thing I guess I would say is 2.5 years ago, I was standing here saying, I really could have spent more time on my form because there's just so much more to do. I can get better at it. I can get deeper in my stances. But if it's time to move on, I'll move on to this, the third degree form. And I guess I couldn't possibly test for another 3 years. It'll probably be 3 or 4. I don't know. That's a long time. But now, standing here 8 years later, from not having any belt at all, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very long. And pretty soon I'll get to be a 4th degree. And I really look forward to the entire journey and hanging out with you guys and doing the very next thing. So thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Nelson is our favorite promoter from 2nd degree black belt society to 3rd degree black belt. Give him a hand. It's a thicker belt. It's bigger. The other stronger. Not good. Have your certificate.